In the production planning and control process, after the MPS generation, the company should address the planning of materials. Materials planning consists in the determination of what, how much, and when to order at every stage of the production process. At every level of the bill of materials, availability of materials and components is required to make it possible to fulfill the MPS at the finite product level. Materials planning takes care of issuing production or purchase orders. This process could be executed according to two completely opposite logics: pull and push. The former logic, named pull, encompasses a number of stock-based approaches to materials planning. They are also called inventory management approaches or techniques. When following a pull approach, materials production and purchase orders are issued in order to replenish a stock at an intermediate level of the bill of materials. The second logic, named push, includes requirement-based approaches, also referred to as on-demand management techniques. In a push system, material production and purchase orders are issued in order to satisfy a finished product requirements. As emerged from this graphical representation, the physical flow of materials from raw materials to end products is pretty much the same using the two approaches. What changes is the flow of information. In a push system, every stage receives in input the same set of global information, namely the MPS plan, transferred all the way up the production chain. On the contrary, in a pull system, every stage relies on local information, that is, the stock level at the closest downstream stock location. To better explain this difference, let's analyze the push and pull approaches from another perspective: the link between the production or purchase orders for a certain component and the level of stock of the very same component in the manufacturing system. The level of stock is given by the difference between replenishment and consumption over the time. In a pull logic, the decision on whether to replenish a component is a function of the current level of stock of the same component. If the stock is too low, then we will replenish. But if the stock is large enough, then there's no need to replenish. More in general, the replenishment at time t is a function of the component's inventory at the same time t. Push systems take care to cater for future consumptions of the component, knowing that it will be required to complete the assembly of end products according to the MPS. So the replenishment now anticipates consumptions on the future periods. More in general, the replenishment at time t is a function of the component's inventory at time t and the consumption expected in future periods.